On today's episode, the Nostalgia Test podcast is in person. Holy shit.
I don't even know what to do right now. Holy cow. Dude, welcome. I can't even say, we're from, you're in LA. We're both in New York.
Both in New York right now.
On Long Island.
Long Island. Years in the making.
Years in the making. Guys, look, we're recording ourselves in a different way, not in Zoom. We got a GoPro going on. Guys, we don't know what is going to happen in this.
No idea what's about to happen.
Test. Dan came over for dinner. I haven't seen Dan in person.
Over 2 years now.
Over 2 years.
Yeah. Over 2 years.
This is weird.
Right?
This is weird, right? I feel like we should have had a sign. I don't even know. If it was lithology, I'd have like 7 different layers of things showing.
This is a microphone for the ghost.
Guys, check this out. We got our merch. I got our hat. We're going to have you guys order soon on Venmo. Even though you got to pay taxes on Venmo now too, right?
We're going to talk about
so
that.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay, so we don't know what we're doing.
We have no idea. I came into New York to do family stuff. And we were like, we're definitely going to record this time because this time I didn't get COVID.
You didn't get COVID. So. You didn't get COVID. Your wife didn't get COVID.
Right.
I don't have COVID.
No one has COVID.
We get to actually do an in-person thing. We're drinking this sparkling coconut water with Yuza.
From Trader Joe's. Shout out Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I'm not going to shout out them unless they pay us. But anyways, we got a setup that we've never used before.
Yeah.
This is my mic I usually use. Yeah. That's like doing a whole thing.
Manny's setup is amazing. First of all, when I got here and I was like looking at where he records the podcast, and I'm like, I record a podcast like in a makeshift desk, on a desk against a wall. I stare at a wall, and I'm literally just like the microphone's sitting on 3 books. And it's just insane. But we decided to do an episode. I mean, let's not say episode, because the last thing we released, which was the wrestling episode, well, one of the episodes was a single episode that we had to break up into like 3 parts.
That's how it goes.
And I think that's a good way to go. I got to my house. I have all these crazy toys at my house from my childhood. We have a Nintendo 64 somewhere over here. We have some
We're going to have a guest. Special guest.
A special guest.
This is going to get broken down a lot. This is the Nostalgia Test Hangout is what I want to call this.
Right. We had a Nostalgia Test Hangout in 2020.
Sure.
With Steve and Billy. Yeah. Shout out to Steve and Billy.
Our 2 of 3 listeners. No, we should give them a call. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So we're just going to put random stuff to the test. We do have one actually set up test, which is where we put 3 classic
cookies
to the test, which surprisingly we haven't done yet, which I've wanted to do forever, and I'm really happy we're going to do it face to face.
Our last cookie episode was definitely not for everybody.
No.
I think people were like, cookies, great, and then we were talking about like Biscoff. Which after my parents
that's when Marty showed up.
Yeah,
that's the Marty McFly. Get out of here!
Get out of here! When my parents listened to that episode, they went out and bought a whole box of them.
Yo, Biscoff ice cream. I still haven't done it yet, but they have.
You got to do it.
I know.
You got to do it.
You do. These headsets there's no reason for them. Anyways,
I might even just remove my earbuds.
Yeah. Guys. Well, we appreciate you guys. This is gonna be the first in-person hangout. So here we go. I guess. What are we gonna do first? We're going to put Dan's action figures toys to the test.
I'm going to take out, this bag is right here under the table.
Mystery box.
I'm taking something I think really special out right now.
The mystery box. Here we go. Yeah. What? Oh my God. The Ghostbusters Nerf gun, I guess you would call this, right?
Right. So everyone that's listening, that's not watching, and I tried to clean them as best as possible.
You clean these?
Yeah.
Nice.
These are...
How bad were they?
Ghostbuster, Nerf guns. They are just amazing. They have 6 Nerf little bullet pedals. Manny's trying to shoot me with this.
I'm trying to figure out how to shoot it while holding the mic.
Amazing.
But I don't think I can, so we're going to use the ambient mic for the recording. And, of course, I want to get this on, my phone.
I love this thing. I mean, when I was a kid, all I did was play with this. And it was basically just to, shoot these Ghostbuster bullets at people. Oh man, this is so much fun. But I haven't used it in like 40 now, like over 20 years or so.
I forgot these existed, to be honest. So like, you're. Oh. Dude, they're not even going that far.
No, they're not.
No. This is...
Well, because they definitely
I'm like thinking this is gonna... Oh, there you go. Did that go? I got one.
Dude, he nailed right
I got it. There you go.
Okay,
yes.
This is...
Yes.
Okay.
Right, let me see if I can get the camera. Here we go. There you go.
But there's too much air. See, what happened was as these got older, I think their things got crushed. But I got to turn them the other way, maybe.
Shoot it at my face.
See, like,
shoot it at my face.
Look at that. Now, this one's messed up.
All right, shoot it at the face.
Oh, here's a good one. The
face. Get the face.
All right, here we go.
Come on. Do it. Oh! Yes! Yes!
Oh, my God. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
All right. Okay, so yeah, let's.
We should have IG live that one.
Let's just.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we have it on recording for actually. Yeah. All right. So what do we call it? The proton gun Nerf pack.
Like proton Nerf gun. Like
yeah.
I had these for so long, and one thing I realized when I was in my house, like I have a lot of Ghostbusters toys.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with Ghostbusters and totally had so many Ghostbuster toys, and we'll see actually more of them. These toys, and I just want everyone to know. I know like everyone's like, "Where's Danny Facts?" We're going straight nostalgia on this.
Yeah.
These are so much fun. When I was a kid, I loved them. Now,
I can tell you, I'll jump in right here because if you're gonna put this right to the test right here, because this did you start a timer?
No.
Okay, so this is definitely just nostalgic. I don't remember these. I've played with new Nerf guns.
Okay.
Dude, they have stepped up from this.
Yeah.
Like by far. Like to the point where you don't want to get hit. Like this didn't bother me at all. Like I got hit in the face, it didn't even hurt. Like it's not coming at you that far. You have to be close, right?
You literally nailed me in the neck with that.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
and you didn't like go
No. I kind of was like, all right, that definitely hit me, but there was no, and some of these are so crushed they won't even go that far. But was it fun? Yeah, in close quarters, but
sure.
You can't. I'm not gonna be able to hit you from like.
I would say back then having 6 bullets, if you want to say, or 6 things, Nerf things. That's great because it was like boom, boom, boom. You missed once, you get to go. Like the ones that you had to remember the suction cups ones, and you had to like lick them. Yeah,
gross.
So you really wanted to. How gross is that?
Yeah,
right?
You put that in that gun that only lasts about a week.
Yeah. So like these were good, but I would say this day's nostalgic doesn't pass the test because like they like I would figure like the new ones have like a multiple. Like I've gotten one where my nephew has, and it's 20. It's like a fucking 20 bullets in one thing, and you're just like ta 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 ta.
I remember we talked about that on the Lost episode.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
As a Lost episode.
Oh, what happened with that?
But this, I think I agree. I think it was fun for the moment to be like,
it was fun,
but it definitely just stays nostalgic.
Stays nostalgic.
It just stays nostalgic. It was fun, but it just stays nostalgic.
Can I grab?
Go ahead, grab something
anything?
From the bag. We're gonna
anything.
Move these. Yeah. Okay.
All right. This does not pass the woke test, but I will say to Tonka, who you had this, you win. So this is great because we just dropped the wrestling episodes.
I guess I did go to a wrestling.
I guess you did because you have the Tonka.
I mean, it's
hatchet.
an official one.
It is. It says WWF on it too.
I mean, I like Tatanka as a wrestler.
Look at that.
But I forgot I had that when I opened this
I
trunk.
thought it was a Braves thing.
Yeah, which that's also
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this is old school, man. Like, you don't see this much. This is a treasure.
Yeah.
There are people who would probably buy this for some things, right? This is classic. This is
classic.
like golden
I have
era. You have 2?
Yeah.
Holy cow! So your brother had one.
Look, when I got something, he had to get something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. So all right. So does this pass the test?
No, I don't even think.
Is it even a toy?
It's not really a toy.
Like ha
okay,
ha.
you can make it a toy if you have. That hurts more than the.
This
Nerf
is like
thing.
a better pillow fight.
Oh yeah,
But you know what I would do? I'd grab it and rip it.
100%.
It's over.
Yeah, no, I
after
think if you
that.
hit someone really hard with that, you
Or like
rip
you wet it and freaking throw it at someone. It's like hard as a rock. Oh yeah, dude. This is
Should
a
we
weapon.
take this outside?
This is actual weapon right here.
Should we take this
So
outside?
you sponge this thing.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, it's over. It's over. Okay, so that doesn't pass the test.
No, I don't think it's even.
The
Is it even
Tonka-
nostalgic?
No, because I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't know. No, I think it just stays where it belongs.
Yeah, which is back in 1980 something.
All right, you grab.
All right, so okay, get that thing right over there.
Oh, this thing.
Now I had a lot of
What
things
is
that were
this?
Transformers or
This is a Transformer?
like, or let's put this over here for the
The GoPro.
So you
I gotta
flip this
gotta
up.
record this
Sorry,
on the
record it.
camera. Go
Yeah.
go
So
ahead and
flip this up, and then here we go.
shut up. Shut up. What is this? Who's what
I
show
have
was this?
No idea, but I had a few of these things.
Yo, there's a guy in here.
Yeah.
But he's small in comparison.
Yeah, and he doesn't come out. Like, he's in there. That's
Okay.
it. And then these things... Okay, wait. It continues.
This is not the mask, is it?
And
Mask?
then these come out.
Was this mask?
I don't know.
Remember mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These come out.
Okay.
You get little wheels,
Oh man.
right? Look at this. Like, they all come out. So then this is like kind of like a base of some sort.
Whoa.
And then this has like a missile. You know... I'm sure for the video, like for the audio, everyone's like, yeah. But what I'm looking at is it
Oh,
was
this
a
is all
tank.
video.
It was
Dude,
a
there's
tank
like there's
that then becomes a bigger tank with like other things. And now there's no batteries.
This becomes like a base. This is
Yeah.
a base.
and this thing has no batteries, right?
No.
It's
It's
just
all
one of those.
spring-loaded.
Exactly.
Shut up.
So I had a lot of stuff like this when I was a kid.
Yo, but what show was this?
I don't know. Now I'm gonna just put
What do you
out.
mean you don't know?
I don't remember because here's another
Look,
thing.
there's another guy. There's another guy. Look. Boom. Another guy.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, this is a massive tank in comparison to what these sizes these people are. So this is not mask. This is something else. There's someone who knows about this. Yo.
Now this had magnets. This thing had magnets on it.
Okay.
But this thing, this big tank that we're looking at, and everyone for the podcast, everyone that's listening, it's just like this crazy spring-loaded tank. That
Can you
becomes
put it
like a
back
base.
together as you're talking? I'll say what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a spring-loaded tank. There's guys in it. It turns into like all these little mini tanks, and I am loving it. I could have played with this for hours, but I'm trying to figure out what show it was for, or if did it even have a show?
Yeah,
Like-
this might have been one of those things that didn't have a show.
You know who would be great for this? Rob. Because he loves this shit. This
Yeah.
is the type of stuff he likes. And he would know exactly what this was for. We should have texted him.
So yeah, so it goes back together, and then
Wait, no, the gun, this guy go
Oh.
back in. That's why. Okay.
there you go. And and it's back together.
It's not even a transformer. It's like a hidden base. Like this is like a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Of the tank.
Yeah.
This is
it's
crazy.
So crazy.
Can you assemble it again? Like, can you hit the button?
Hit the button again?
Oh yeah, hold on.
All right, Manny, must hit the button again. Here we go.
Yeah. Stop. I'm mesmerized. Oh, dude, and the dude's in there. You got the guns out, and then you get this guy. This guy flips.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is good. I don't know what this is. We need to find out. If you guys know what this is, please reach out to us.
I mean, so in terms of this toy, I played with it all the time. I do remember it. It looks like I took pretty good care of it. And it's just such a weird thing because you don't see toys like this. Now, of course, it's a tank and whatever, and it's got the, it's like very, military, centric. But the thing is this, you don't see stuff like this because like everything is like just video games and like to the nth degree of like special like effects and virtual and whatever. But this, like, you really needed to like use your imagination with. And the people that built this like really created something special, I think. Now if I can get it back together, here we go.
Dude, I gotta say, I don't even know. This is not nostalgic to me because I don't recall this thing at all. At all. But I have to say, this thing is dope. I'm saying it passes the test. Like, dude, you don't see this nowadays.
No, I'm gonna agree. I think it totally passes.
It's so much fun. I think it would be so much fun. Yeah. Just like the fact that it's not like it's not battery operated. No. It's just.
No, we're gonna have like pictures and video of all these things so everyone can see this as well. And once I cut this big video together, but
good luck.
This is I think it passes the nostalgia test. I think.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Woo!
The tank, whatever we're gonna just call it, the X-27 tank.
Yeah, X-27 tank. Whatever the X-27 tank is, it definitely passes the nostalgia test.
All right, Dan, I did not realize how much you were into Ghostbusters.
Yeah, now we have to.
We have another.
I did something very specific with the Ghostbusters figures that I had. I'm gonna take them all out because each of them has like a crazy one, and each of them have
these things like
a normal
something.
One.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I had the original Ghostbuster figures, and also these like weird ones where you see that everyone.
Yeah. Like, hold on, let me get that face.
Ready?
Go ahead. Yeah, they got crazy.
Yeah, and they got taller. And so, like, where's the original Peter? I had an original Peter Venkman here.
He's there somewhere.
There he is. There he is. So everyone sees that too. I'm gonna the original Peter, the original Winston, and the Winston.
The Winston gets crazy too. Like they're scared. Oh, like this guy too.
Yeah. Ray. I mean, I love Ghostbusters, and like Egon had like a tie, but I broke the tie.
Okay.
But
dude.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Egons. Yo,
and then I had one normal
You were
Egon.
into Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Man. You had the Nerf gun, the freaking
normal guy, and one regular guy. And then only one crazy Janine, but she's broken, it seems like. Oh, no. So Janine had also one. And
there it is. Janine's getting surprised. She's getting scared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So those are the Ghostbusters toys.
All right, so like...
Now, I had a Slimer. I also had a Ghostbusters. I had the X.
Is there any more Ghostbusters?
But I didn't bring all the Ghostbusters stuff with me.
So you had more.
So many more Ghostbusters things. And
look at this.
Some of them were broken. But yeah, that's all my Ghostbuster figures, like the original ones, and the crazy
like the scared ones. Like I got scared.
Yeah.
All right. So, do they pass? Action figures are cool. Like, I think you know what
talk about that because I have like other action figures which we'll look at in here.
All right.
While I was thinking about action figures, I'm like, they are kind of cool. Like,
so do you want to call them? So, action figures they're like the Barbie of dudes, right?
Sure.
So action figures could be called like that was like the GI Joes and like they're doing more like actiony things, but like in the end, it's just a show. Some shows became shows because they wanted to make action figures and sell them.
Right.
Right. Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I believe, was like.
Well, it was a comic book first.
Yeah, but they made the figures and they needed to sell them, so they made a show.
Okay, right.
So they could have done this. Ghostbusters is, I forget exactly the story behind it, but let's just talk about action figures.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of them. Like, dude, I see G.I. Joe in here, too.
Yeah, I got G.I. Joes in here.
Yeah, and they're a little smaller. And like,
ones.
you got like the rubber band thing to them. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Dude, and look at this G.I. Joe.
Yeah, man. Crazy. So, I like that these stand up.
They really stand up really well.
You know, like the Joes. I guess they could if you.
It depends on how much you abused your GI Joes. Here, I got a Sergeant Slaughter.
No way, dude! You have a Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
Stop it. They're like the little pegs you could stand them on.
Yeah.
But like,
I think on the vehicles.
You know, wow! Just like touching this made me remember the movie The Boy Who Could Fly, with Fred Savage was the brother, and he like buries his GI Joes.
Oh wow,
dude, the scene is intense to the point where I still remember that scene. But let's go to action figures. Do you remember the day you stopped playing with action figures?
I don't really remember it, but maybe it was when I moved to Long Island. I started to stop playing with action figures because when I was living in Ozone Park, I couldn't really ride my bike everywhere. I wasn't allowed to like be outside, right? Like all the time. I had like a very designated area. I could ride my bike to one house and to the other house, and that's it, right? So playing with action figures in my basement and setting up like worlds and all that stuff was a big part of like my playtime. Like there's a lot of Hot Wheels, there's micro machines, there's all sorts of stuff.
God,
right?
you have micro machines.
Yeah, we're gonna look at those. But so I would set up all these like very elaborate worlds and then like whatever, right? But because I wasn't allowed to just like explore. But when I moved to Long Island, I could just like get on my bike and just ride. So like being outside had like I was outside a lot more. So maybe it was like started to wane during that. Plus I started to learn an instrument. I was allowed to do all these things.
Do you remember the age?
So how old was I in 5th grade? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know any of that stuff. But I will say that I held out. I held out. Like, I remember imagining, I'm like, I have a pretty good imagination. But I do remember the day I felt sad that I had to let go of my, it was time. Yeah. Like, I used to bring them in my bath. Like, take a bath. And then that was also the day I stopped taking a bath. Like, you don't need to take a bath anymore. Like, you're a big boy now. So it's like, so then I'm not bringing my action figures in. I used to have this one guy, it was a He-Man one. He like suction cupped. It was like, dude, it was like an animal that was suction cupped to like the wall of the tub. Yeah. But I still remember that was the day that I was like, I'm no longer just like a boy anymore. Like I'm a young man. Like I'm an older kid. Yeah. Like I got other things to do. Like I'm thinking about hanging out with girls. I'm thinking about like going out and like doing more things than just like stuck here in my imagination. Yeah. But I remember almost being sad about it. Yeah. Because like, like even though like the shows and all that stuff, it was just like cool to, like you said, like you make your own world. Like I could make my own world. Like this turned into like this little thing would turn into like a hoverboard or something. Yeah. And you mixed. The greatest part is like Wait, did you mix characters? Like, did Ghostbusters play with G.I. Joes?
Yeah, because you could fit the G.I. Joes inside a lot of those vehicles.
Yeah.
And then with the Micro Machines, you could set. I had a ton of Micro Machines. I used to have all those little things with like, this is an airport and this is a parking lot, right? And then, or this is that. And I would set it all up specifically and then like use them. And then especially with the G.I. Joes, I would set them up and then have like elaborate like battles with them. And there's a Batman figure in here that would like show up sometimes with the G.I. Joes, right? Because like they all just became part of the same world.
Oh yeah, like to me, like action figures were just they were action figures. Like they didn't have to coexist in the same like WWE action figures didn't have to only fight WWE have action figures. Like G.I. Joe's definitely ended up in the ring.
Well, I mean, and think of it like even with Ghostbusters, like they also sold some of the Ghostbuster like the ghosts, right? Yeah. So those have to show up. You have to use these aliens and stuff, right?
Yeah, definitely. No, that's crazy. I mean, but like,
like
oh
look
my
at
god,
that guy.
dude! What was this guy's name? Holy cow!
I mean, if
dude,
you just start taking the
you have the ultimate. Like, did your dad not have a garage sale?
No, but he didn't want to sell these.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, we're just taking out now like all the G.I. Joes I brought. Like this guy's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Dude, everybody knows I know somebody that would know every single one of these guys.
Some of these guys.
Do you remember these guys?
Like, no. Now the Joker, like Manny, he took out my Joker action figure, and the Joker action figure actually had something that you connected to the back. You filled it with water, and then see here, you would be able to shoot water through the action figure out the flower, just like in the movie.
The belt.
Yeah.
Look, he's hanging.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Look at this thing. He's hanging.
I mean, like, these things are so much fun because they're also more bendable, and like the G.I. Joes weren't like all steroided out. I mean, even when you look at the Ghostbusters, they're not in shape. I mean, this guy's fat, this guy's like whatever. Like, they're all like, look.
I am Batman.
I mean, look at this.
Batman's hanging. Does he? How does he retract?
It's supposed to retract, like just on its own, but maybe you broke it.
I didn't break it. I don't know how to do it. There's got to be a button that you press.
I don't think there's a button. I think it just was supposed to retract.
Bro, all I did is pull it out.
All right, Manny broke my toy. Manny just broke my Batman figure.
No, there's a way to...
Now the rest of this episode is going to be dedicated to him fixing it.
What else you got?
All right, so well, action figures, like, do we put them to the test as a collective?
I think a collective. I mean, there's definitely action figures that were better than other action figures that did more things. Like, and they evolved throughout the years. I also know that I remember like having multiple Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures. Like they started making like the Hawaiian version, the samurai ones.
Right, yeah.
So you just like got them, you know. But I definitely have to fix
this guy is crazy. This one with the pink mohawk.
Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody knows all of them. We should take pictures of all these and be like, name that action figure.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, I would say, look, I think all these action figures are nostalgic. I mean, they're fun to look at and stuff. Kind of like.
I mean, I just broke Batman.
Yeah, kind of like looking at a photo album when like you're just like, wow, remember that, blah blah blah. So when I look at these, I remember those times. I remember being, a kid and playing with the action figure. But
I just realized I was talking and it wasn't recording. I was just talking to this.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
Good luck editing.
It's been recording.
Good luck editing. I don't know.
It was
I just
recording.
checked in.
But I'm gonna say that all the action figures are just very nostalgic.
Yeah, no, I agree. They're all nostalgic. There's nothing. I mean, the size is a little bothering me a little bit. I don't have too much OCD, but it is bothering me that like the Ghostbusters look a little bit more like giants in comparison to G.I. Joes.
They're huge.
But I'm like totally fine with that.
I had the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man too.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
golden.
Yeah.
But how does Batman go back to like his belt? I'm telling you, I thought like you would just like, and it would come back up, but it didn't.
No.
All it did was pull the damn thing.
But also, the Batman doesn't have his cape. Like, it was like a fabric cape that.
I was figuring you just like there's like a point where you just pull it again and it like pulls back.
No,
it's got to.
I think that's it.
All right, so I would. Okay, so actually, no, we're gonna put that aside because I'm gonna end up fixing that. But all right, let's put the action figures away. I want to put Micro Machines and Hot Wheels in a different category because they are. Because even though you know you play with them kind of the same way, it's a different sort of imagination because you're playing with a car. You know, you're playing with a vehicle. The vehicle is your muse in a way, right? And not like a person, but like you're the person driving this car. So you've given personification. Is that the right word? I'm not a writer. To a vehicle. That thing still works. It's just.
Oh, that's fine then. Leave it.
Yeah. It's just that now we could see each other when we hit that. Yeah. So like, you give personification to a vehicle, right?
Now these things definitely have lead paint.
Sure. So, Hot Wheels are cool. I liked Hot Wheels. They were kind of like models in a way, mini models. But I like the Hot Wheels that you can like reverse.
Oh, I know.
And had like spring on it, and like they could go. Yeah. But like I definitely found myself like in bed, like making mountains and like.
Oh yeah.
You know, like freaking racing.
So many of these. We used to line them up.
Yeah.
And then across this huge basement I had in Queens, and just push them at each other and try to crash them into each other.
Yeah, I mean, there's people who are making money on TikTok, putting them on treadmills and like racing them, and like people vote on who's going to be the one that makes it to the whole treadmill ride. Like that's like we're trying to do all this, and there's people literally they're lining them up, Dan. Yeah. And they're going like this. And they're turning the treadmill on. They turn the treadmill on.
So what you're saying is we're trying too hard.
Yeah. Okay. And they do this, and like people go like, "Oh, I think like red car is gonna win," and then red car like slips off, and like if it takes too long, they add like a ball, and the ball like knocks over a couple of them. Oh, this is a thing.
Well, that.
And we're over here trying our asses off over here, but I mean, Hot Wheels is cool. Now, Hot Wheels is cool. Now, this goes to my ultimate thing is like, is Hot Wheels the same or better than Micro Machines?
I think I like Micro Machines more.
First of all, Micro Machines, dude.
Oh, that guy.
Inspiration.
Amazing.
I mean, when I sometimes do my TikToks or like my Instagram posts, I like channel him because I'm like, I have to get all my information in 30 seconds because everybody's freaking attention span right now is like 9 seconds. Mm-hmm. So I gotta be like, we're having a tasting in it. You know, I mean, dude, he was awesome. That dude was sick. Come on.
I mean, I love the Micro
Machines. I loved Micro Machines because I had, I don't know, 500 Micro Machines.
I mean, because they're planes too. I had jets. I had.
You could carry them in a suitcase. They had like that gas station. They had like an airport.
Like 3 of those. And I had one that looked like a Pennzoil can.
Yeah.
Like, and then opened up and it was like a mechanics or something like that. Dude, I still have that.
How did Micro Machines? Like, that's not around anymore, right?
No, I don't think Micro Machines exist.
Dude, this is where like Danny Fax should have came in, but we're just doing this on the fly. But like, I love Micro Machines.
I'm gonna say though, Hot Wheels are nostalgic. They're really fun to look at. Again, they're like it's like a photo album. It's like looking at my life in like Hot Wheel cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, here's a Bigfoot. You know how popular Bigfoot was? Sure. Like just as like an entity of like this. Yeah. Like, so anytime there was a Bigfoot thing, that was kind of cool. Or these trucks and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm gonna have to wash my hands after I touch this, even though I cleaned them because I'm afraid they're made of lead paint. Yeah. I mean, I had like old school ones, but these things are fun because I think Hot Wheels still exists, right? They still make these things, but it's not the same. Like I wanted to buy them because when I was a kid, I
There's
wanted to
a
play
boat.
with them. Yeah,
There's
I had
a
a bunch of
boat.
those boats. I
Yeah.
had a motorboat. I had like little motorboats.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
you had a motorboat. Okay. Yeah. No.
That's a good meatball.
Dude, I totally agree. I mean, this is bringing back so much memories of like lining them up and just like, setting them up and then like moving them around. Like you were literally hours playing with.
I mean,
a mini car.
This Micro Machine is one of my favorite, and it's a jet.
It's a
like
jet.
an F-18 from looks like from Top Gun, right?
Yeah.
And it's just I used to just take these yeah. And in my head now I'm just like these toys and like Hot Wheels and the things that we're talking about and action figures are only for like people like our age now buying them and putting them in a big room.
Yeah, I mean, no, my nephew, I see like they're big on Legos, and I actually wanted to talk to you about Legos, but like, and there's like imagination that goes on, but there's so much like screen time and like things to do on the screen that can also be fun and broaden someone's imagination. But like, I just remember like hours. Like this car could turn into a hover car.
Yeah, I love it.
And like, I mean, dude, to be honest, back then I could take the back of a remote, the cover of the back of the remote that holds the batteries.
Yeah.
I would take that off and I would finger surf. Like, where you put your two fingers on a board.
Yeah.
I would do that through my like bed while I was like being lazy on a Sunday.
First of all, have you seen these videos of people doing like the skateboards with different
crazy
kick flips and stuff?
Insane. That's another thing that they do it forever. Yeah. I actually got a hoverboard. I should go get it. It's in my car. Mary from Lithology, the manager, and a very close colleague of mine.
Manny's talking, and I'm just literally just
she got me a hoverboard that comes with boots that's magnetic.
Oh,
and you could do the whole thing with the hoverboard. And I was like, oh, this is like a fidget thing.
That's insane.
Oh, I also got a new fidget thing.
There are new ones?
There's a thing that I got. Stuff. It was like an Instagram buy. There's like these two little discs. They're called fidget pucks.
Oh.
Pop pucks.
I've heard that.
Bro, I got to go get it. I don't even know where pocket it is in. But I'll go get it and we'll see. But anyways, let's
ADHD, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, Hot Wheels, do they pass the test?
No, they're definitely nostalgic.
They're nostalgic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because...
Come on, bro. We don't have that much time.
I'm saying Micro Machine. I'm saying the Hot Wheels are the Hot Wheels are definitely nostalgic. The Micro Machines, though, I think they passed the nostalgia test because I fucking love these things.
I agree. My Hot Wheels stay nostalgic. I think they probably still have them. I remember they got shinier, they got cooler. But Micro Machines does it for me. Like I still think I can get a pack of Micro Machines, and I would hope my nephew still like rock them out. They're cool.
I mean,
it's like a whole little world.
You can even tell the Hot Wheels are the older ones that I have and the other ones, because see how like this one has like plastic on the bottom,
yeah,
and then this one's like die cast like metal. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Look at that.
Yeah.
All right,
Love
now
it.
we have two more.
Oh, it's we got a guest coming on.
Yeah, a guest coming. We got two more.
Let's go quick so we could do a break and then say the next episode.
So here we go.
Oh, this is what?
This is a Transformer.
Transformer. Oh, the spring loaded. Yes. What?
Holy shit!
Yes. Yes.
I didn't.
He popped up. We got to get that on. We got to.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
I love it. Old school Transformer. And then this one's there, right?
Now this one I think is a Transformer as well. And you got to like, here we go. Taking it apart. It was and see my name's on it. My parents used to write my name
Daniel
on the bottom of my toys just in case someone, I guess, stole them.
Yeah.
All right. And then this comes
It's a very sharp one.
Goes like that.
Okay.
There we go. He's got arms. Come on, arms. And there we are.
So it's a It's too, as the guy in Big Baskin would say, I don't get it, but like you get this. It's a helicopter, so you could play with it as a helicopter and play with it as a transformer.
That's right.
This is kind of like a transformer. I don't know. It's not really a transformer. This is like a bootleg transformer.
No, what are you talking about? It's got the transformer sticker on it.
Oh yeah,
right there.
All right. Okay, there it is. Can we do this guy again?
Yeah, I
love it. So like I think Transformers definitely, like the toys Transformers definitely. This is gonna pop off. All right.
Are we ruining your table?
I don't know. Let's just go. Why are you thinking about that?
Come on.
Yes. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Yes. All right.
Okay, now
Let's do it. Do the Transformers pass test.
Now, are we saying these particular ones or just in general?
Transformer action figures. Not that we're not talking about the cartoon. We're not talking about the movie. We're talking about this particular stuff. Like,
I think it does. I'm saying it does. I'm going out on a limb. Transformers passes the test.
I definitely think it does. I think there's multiple things that you could do with them in shape of multiple things. And then again, they don't have to exist in the Transformer world.
I had the hardest one ever to put back together. It was an egg. And it was like a lion, like one of those beast ones.
Yeah.
And everything was inside the egg. And so you opened it up and you took all the head, the legs and arms and legs out and stuff. And then to get them back in, it was like near impossible to put that one back together. So it's almost like a puzzle. Like
no, I mean that's I kind of wanted to talk about Legos, but I wanted to hold that off too because like that they're kind of there was a time that there was toys that were puzzles.
Yeah.
Right? No, like that egg thing is definitely a puzzle, but I definitely think Transformers action figures pass the test no matter what size. I think there's so much imagination and so much playability, if you want to say.
Yeah.
So definitely. Yeah. All right. I think we need to take a break in this hangout. So
definitely.
Guys, we're going to take a break. And here's a word from our sponsor.
Lithology.
Guys, welcome to Lithology Brewing Company. I'm Manny. I'm one of the co-founders of Lithology. Here at our tasting room, we're offering 12 rotating tap handles that not only feature our beer, but we got guest taps from cideries, distilleries, and wineries throughout Long Island and New York. But before we get into tasting, let's talk about the brewing process. I'm gonna let Manny, our brewer, take over. I got this one from here, Manny. Welcome to the brewing system. We brew on a 4-barrel brewing system. Brew about once to twice to 3 times a week depending on the season. I got the hot liquor tank, the mash tun, and the boil kettle. To really get started, I need some grain. Manny, yeah, sure. And hops. The rest of the process takes place in the fermenting room. Now we're in the fermenting room where the magic really happens. We've added our yeast. Now they are eating the sugar to produce the alcohol that is necessary for each beer. After a couple gravity tests, taste tests, it's ready to go into the conditioning room. Let's go. This is the conditioning room. This is known as the bright tank. The bright tank is where the beer goes to get carbonated. It takes about 3 or 4 days in carbonation. Then we package it in cans or kegs, ready for the tasting room. Speaking of tastings, let's get ready for your tasting. Go. That was easy, but now the hard part. Do you want a flight, a pint, or some beer to go? Guys, thanks for stopping by and having a few sips. Hope to see you soon. And if you're also looking for a space to host a private event, contact us at lithologybrewing.com.